How is everybody doing this evening? We're going to be doing some live readings and some activations. Give it a few minutes for people to come on board, and we'll see who we get today, see what the energies are. It's going to be free. One card, one question per person. I won't get to everybody, but we will try. I'm going to ask that everybody please likes, follows, shares, and subscribes to the channel. Please follow me on Facebook as well. I'm going to be doing a contest on Facebook pretty soon once I get to about close to 100 subscribers on my Facebook. I will be doing a raffle for a free reading and or a free light language. I'll let you choose. With that, let's see who is going to join. And while we're waiting, I'm going to shuffle a few cards, make sure we clear the energies a little bit. Let's see who decides to jump on in. And again, live readings, we're going to do one question per person for free. I just ask that everybody be polite and have patience. Only ask your question once, don't ask it more than once. And as people are joining, please do make sure that you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing, and also following me on other social media such as Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. With that, do we have any questions? I see some people just starting to filter in. Usually takes about 2 or 3 minutes once we go live for people to filter in. And while we're doing that, I'm going to just shuffle a few decks, make sure that we get some clean energy in here for today. So who has a question that they would like to ask, please put it into the comment window. If you do get a reading, please do make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. And welcome to those who are my usuals. Like to see you guys coming back. If anybody is ready for their own personal reading, also reach out. You can DM me or you can just send me an email at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. So let's see who wants to be the first person to ask a few questions while I shuffle all the decks. Maybe we might start out, if it starts out a little bit slow, we might do a pick a pile or two as well. So let's see who has a question. I see a few people lurking. Let's see who's got a question they'd like to ask. And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. All right, shuffling a few cards here. See what other cards we want to have ready. And I've got a bunch of decks ready, all shuffled. Let's see where we go today. So let's get a few collective love cards out there. If I don't have any questions at this moment, I'll answer a few for love. So you'd like to know, Julie Ray, you would like to know about your relationship with Taylor. All right, let's see what we have here. And Ray Beats, I don't answer questions like that. I'm not a medium, so I can't really tell you. For you, Julie, your relationship with Taylor is based on a soul contract, and this is true to almost every relationship that's out there. Whenever you have a relationship, there's a contract for an experience. You have to feel in whether this is a good experience or a bad experience, but this is a soul contract. It's probably why you feel a pull within that relationship. I hope that helps you. Sometimes you want to call that a soulmate. So with that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Let me know if that resonated with you. And MLB, retirement for this year. Let's see what the universe wants to say about that. And then please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It's your daughter. Oh, that's interesting. So your daughter, Julie Ray, is your soulmate, is a soulmate. We all have contracts with it. That makes sense. Spirit saying take a chance for you. MLB, you might be getting it this year. Take a chance. And Joanna Riley, can you have a card? Yes, you may have a card. Happy Wednesday, Rhonda. So for you, Joanna Riley, let's see what we have. And just remember to please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Trying to get to 2,500 subscribers by the end of the month. And for you, Joanna Riley, you got two cards. You've got deceit and hostility. Somebody's not been truly honest with you. You've got a lot of anger issues around that. I don't know if this makes sense, but it's time for you to clear that out, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. It's time for you to release that and start to heal that. And Rhonda would like a card. Yes, let's see what we have. So, Rhonda, let's see what I feel for you. For you, Rhonda, it's a Soul Helper Oracle card. I'm going to take the dust off of these cards. I haven't used them in a while, but I feel this one has a message for you. And for you, Rhonda, the time of guilt and shame ends. So it seems like there's a lot of people time needing some healing here. I have a lot of healing videos on my YouTube channel for shame, for guilt. It's time to release that. It's time to heal it. It's time to go in deep, feel it. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual. It's over on YouTube. Look for this logo. I have a lot of light language healing. Hopefully that can help you. And Ray Beats, can you have a card? You certainly may. And I feel you need a soul helper as well. Ray Beats, let's see what we got for you. And if you have gotten a card, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for a deeper reading, please do reach out at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. For you, Ray Beats, I don't know why, but you've got the time of romance has come. So maybe there's some romance coming into your life. I hope that is true, however that romance may show up. And Jester. All right, let's see what we have here. It's about a job offer. Spirit, let's see what we want to give. Let's see, which cards do I want? It's not the deck for a job offer. Let me see if I can find the deck I want. Sometimes I misplace them all when I start cleaning up my desk because way too many. We're gonna look at this deck here. It's the one that's calling me right now. And for everybody just joining, please ask your question only once. Ask for you to be polite and patient. If I can get to you, I will. And for Jester, the cards for you are mental mastery, right? Focus on skill refinement. You're going to be guided. Old truths are going to bring you some new clarity. And choose your path wisely at times junction. Spirit's saying that there's going to be something coming in for you soon, and with that, there's going to be a reason to celebrate. So I feel like there is going to be one coming through, but Spirit's saying with that job offer, just make sure that you're investigating and making sure that it is the right one for you. I hope that makes sense. And let's see what we have here. And Caroline. Will Jack ever try to contact you again? And my default answer is, who cares, right? Why do we not care? For those who've watched me for a while, it's because you need to learn to detach from those energies. If you want that person back, you have to release them first, right? And it's the way the universe works. Not the great way, but let's see what we have. Well, Jack, Spirit's saying most likely, but you need to release them first. And let's see who else we have here. Patricia Clark would love a card. I feel that this deck is coming out for you, Patricia. And for those of you just joining, if you have gotten a card, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you would like a card, just put your question in once, only once. I get really cranky when people just ask their question over and over again, thinking they're going to get attention. It won't. It'll just get you bounced. And I will never answer the question. So for you, Patricia Clark, Spirit's saying it's time for you to get a reading. Well, you had your first start. If you want a private reading, let us, let me know if you resonate with how I read. I read energies. I don't tell stories. With that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. So whatever you're asking about, you need to go deeper. Let's see what we have here. Ms. D, how are you doing, Ms. D? Thank you for always liking my videos. I see it and I appreciate you. And yes, of course, you may have a card. Let's see what I feel for you. I feel a practical self-care oracle has something for Miss D today. Let's see. Miss D, the cards are saying to you it's time for you to read, time for you to study up on something. Even if it's just a nice little romance novel or something, it's just time for you to read, time for you to do a little bit of learning. Hope that makes sense. And Knight Rider, how will your love life proceed? Well, let's see what we've got going on within your love life. Let me look at this set of cards. Okay, Spirit saying for you, Knight Rider, it's time for you to slow down. It's time for Kit to park and not chase, but be chased. You need to allow for love to come in and stop chasing. Chasing is energy of lack. You want to get out of that lack energy and you want to attract. I hope that helps you. Uh, Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And Ding Dong, will you get a new job soon? Let's hope you do, but let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit saying anything's possible. You've got to believe in it. That's why this card came out. Angela Dunn, are you moving or not? That's up to you, Angela. And Spirit saying it takes time. So that one's not going to be a quick moving. And Tracy Hannah, will your daughter pass her Navy training? We'll ask Spirit. Sometimes Spirit doesn't like to answer those things, but we'll ask because we don't want to set up expectations. Spirit saying there's good luck with her. Take a chance, proceed. That's all yeses, provided she believes she's going to pass. It's really up to her. And Carrie, will John contact you? I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. So just let me know. All right. Will Carrie, should John contact her or will he? We don't care. Why don't we care? Because you need to detach, Carrie. It's the only way to get that. You can't be in chasing energy. And so Spirit never likes to answer these, but I'll ask it anyway. Will he contact her soon, Spirit? I see this card coming out. Not the right time. So it's a no for now. And Sherry Polk, you're turning an application. Will you have the place to live? I'm assuming that's your application for a apartment or something else. Spirit's saying within the year you will. And Severa, do we have anything for you? Yes, I do have something for you, Severa. So let's see what we have here. For you, Severa, Spirit is saying your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. Spirit's saying that you're obsessing over something, right? And because you're obsessing over something, you're pushing it away. It's time for you to clear your mind, discard it from your mind, let the universe do its orchestration, and if it's meant for you, it will come in. Hope that makes sense to you, Severa. And Tammy Prario. Will your program be successful? And everybody, if you have gotten a reading from me, please make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't, please be patient. I try to get to as many people as I can before it gets inundated. And at the same time, if you need something right away, you can always reach out to me at silverfox.affirmations for a paid reading. Thursdays and Sundays are my best days to do a full reading. So if you're on the fence and you want to do one, tomorrow's a great day for one. Just reach out to me through a DM or an email at silver.fox.affirmations. For sure, your program will be successful. And let's see who else we have here. So, Carmen, is your husband talking romantically to another woman? I hope not. But you know what? I say this to everybody. You should never be looking at cards to find that out. You should actually have a conversation with your husband. Uh, Spirit saying, yep, he is. So maybe you should have that conversation instead of asking the cards. because nobody wants a marriage ruined because you went to an online TikTok reader. You really have to get in and understand what's going on in your relationships. And you're welcome, Tracy Hanna. And how are you doing, 80s Gold Rush? And Sherry Polk and Colleen Sanders, you'll have a great year if you want to and you allow yourself to, but you have to believe you will to get it. And Spirit's saying you've got a contract you're going to have to break. That's a soul contract to allow yourself to have a great year. So you need to release that contract. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube. Look for Breaking Contracts video and start doing that. 80s Gold Rush. Will Rob reach out to you soon? And again, default answer, who cares? Why? We don't care because you need to detach, and once you detach, he will come back and contact you. But you need to detach first. You have to get out of chaser energy, and that's not easy. And let's see what we have. Is it a good idea to entertain B? You're already questioning it, so I'm not sure. I'm sure you already know the answer on Thaddeus. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that one, but let's. Spirit saying, yep, it is a good idea. And you're welcome, Tammy Prario. And let's see what we have here. Will Leo ever tell you what you want to know? Well, that's kind of up to Leo, but let's see what Spirit says. And remember, you can't force anybody. And Spirit's saying, of course, it's going to happen, but you can't force anybody to change, tell you anything. You can ask, you can open up communications, but remember, actions and the words and their actions have to be in alignment. And book plug, Jessica. Well, I'd love to be able to tell you yes or no. I'm not a medium, so I can't answer that question. And author Jane Shelley, I don't need a card to tell you this, but you are the only one who can know your life purpose. Nobody else can tell it to you. If somebody tells you that your life purpose is X, Y, Z, run quickly because they have no way of knowing. Only you can get that from yourself, and you need to go in deep, meditate, and connect with yourself, and yourself will tell you everything you ever wanted to know about yourself, and even the things that you don't want to know, like what you're hiding from yourself. So don't ever think somebody's going to tell you that. You're going to only be able to get that from yourself. And let's see what we have here. So, Artful Wanderer. It's a nice name. Will my short film be successful? I hope it is. And it looks like I'm way backed up here, so I may be spinning around. And for you, proceed. Yes, your short film will be successful. And just remember to please like, follow, share, and subscribe if you have gotten a reading. And also put your notifications on because the notifications are very important because you know when I go live. Also, if you're thinking about wanting to have a full reading or full light language healing, you don't have money right now. If you start following my Facebook account, Silver Fox Spiritual, it's the business account, not the private account. If you find that account and you subscribe, I'm going to be giving away, once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a full light language healing or reading. You get a choice. I'm going to pick one person. So hurry up and sure you're following that Facebook page. And so I've got a lot of messages here. So I am going to scroll down a little bit. Mary, can you have a card pulled? Yeah, Mary, you're getting a spirit animal, and the spirit animal you have is a soaring eagle. Awaken your spirit to soar to new heights. So Spirit's saying it's time for you to go within and start connecting to self. And you also get the nimble bat. You need to have the courage to face the darkness within you. So when I see these two together, this is telling you it's time for shadow work. It's time for inner child healing, any trauma healing that you feel called for. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube. Plenty of free light language healings there to get you started. I have some subliminals, some meditations. Pick what you feel is a thing that resonates with you. I have over 600 or 500 and change videos. Make sure you check them out, see if one of them resonates. And if they do, maybe down the line, reach out for either a full reading or a light language healing. Um, let's see who else we have here. Now, I'm not going to catch everybody in line. We just have too many people on. So I am going to scroll around a little bit. Uh, let's see. Let's try to see if I see something. And so I have a, let's see what we have for Missy. Missy, I'm going to pull a card for you. For some reason, you just stood out. And for you, escape materialism, focus your way away from material and develop a healthy inner world. Spirit's telling you it's time to stop chasing money, fame, fortune, whatever that is, Lamborghinis, Gucci bags, whatever it is that you're chasing materially. Time to get rid of that. It's time to go within and really start getting to know your heart. It's going to really help you down the line. And let me see who else I have here. Um, Francis, I don't need a card to tell you the answer to this. When somebody says they're not ready, it means they're not ready. Move on. You don't need, she's been honest with you. You just have to be now honest with yourself that this is just not the right time and you just got to move on no matter how much it hurts. I know it's hard to disconnect. Don't need a card for that. Um, and thank you, Artful Wanderer. I appreciate that. And for people who are asking, do your parents watch every? I'm not a medium. Can't tell you anything about mediumship, so that's not something I can help you with. Sorry, I wish I could, but that's just not my gig. I'm a healer. I'm not somebody that speaks to the dead. Um, and then please don't ask the same question over and over again, because I just will definitely not pick you if you do. The reason I say this is that everybody wants a question, everybody wants an answer, and so I always put it up here. Only ask a question once. Have patience, have kindness. Uh, Once you do, then you get an answer. But anybody I see who's blatantly just not listening and asking over and over again never gets anything from me. I get really cranky about it. You're welcome to come back another day, but you won't get one. New York City bad guy. I see you here again. Good to see you. Let me get you a card, New York City bad guy. And I'm scrolling up and down, so don't think I've missed anybody. I go to who I'm being called to. And for you, New York City bad guy, there's a woman holding some coin for you. So Spirit's saying, be cautious around the women that you're with right now, New York City bad guy. Somebody's after your coins. I hope that makes sense. And Judy, will you ever find love again? Let's find out. Let's see what's going on. What I'm going to do for you, Judy, is I'm going to pull why you're not finding that love, right? Because you're blocking it. It's why. When we don't see love, it's because we're blocking it. We have things that need to be healed. And so let's see what's your biggest thing. Spirit, give me the biggest thing that Judy needs right in this now moment to find love, to allow love in. And Spirit saying you're either obsessed with somebody or you're struggling with addiction. You need to get help, which just means it's time to release that trauma. If it's an addiction for a person, it's time to release that person. It's not healthy for you. That's what's blocking any new love coming in. You need to release that. If it's an addiction to any chemicals or anything else, food, whatever it might be, could even be working out. Whatever this addiction is, you need to face it and release it. A lot of healing on my Spirit Silver Fox Spiritual. I might actually release one for addiction. That's a great one for me to release. I'm going to see possibly tomorrow. Look for it. I might put one out. All right. And travel entrepreneur. So the fact that you're actually questioning whether Liam is who he is most likely telling you you already know the answer to that. I don't think you need a card. And why don't you need a card? Because most people are telling you who they are. You just don't want to believe it. So you have to look at their actions. Do their actions and words align? If they don't, well, guess what? It's time to believe what you're seeing, not what they're saying. And Overcast, will you ever get your dream horse and be successful showing it. Uh, so we'll ask the spirit beast, what's in your energy at this point? That's an interesting question. Spirit, what is going on with the overcast energy with her dream horse? I like your little horsey there. So spirit beasts are saying, uh, pillar of patience and kindness, bless my heart with your gentle nature. So spirit saying is this is going to take some time, but it can go your way. You just need to believe it, and you need to know it. But it's going to take some time. And let's see. I also don't do any health questions of whether things will improve. If you have a health issue, if you want to put it in here, I might do a light language healing for it, but I'm not going to give you a yes or no on health because that creates programming, and the programming could actually make you not be healthier. You don't want to ask those health questions. You just need to believe that you can heal yourself. Um, let's see. User 761 whatever. Yeah, let's give you a card pull. Josh, let's see what we have for you. I feel this deck here is going to be for you, Josh. And just remember, everybody, I'm just picking people who I'm feeling called towards right now because we have a lot of people here. I can't guarantee everybody gets a card, but all I ask is that you be patient and polite and only ask your question once. Asking it more than once always gets no card. So, Josh, for you, you got the love of the dragon reaches out to you. What is significant about that? It's really around the heart space, right? You see the green. This is all about your heart space. It's time for you to open up your heart. Have the courage to awaken the warrior of light within you. So Spirit's telling you, for you, it's now time to do some heart healing, to open that heart a little bit, allow yourself to be vulnerable, to start connecting back to yourself, and have the courage to do so. I have some wonderful healings on Silver Fox Spiritual for free that you could do for that. Um, so with that, let's see who else we have here. And just remember, if I didn't get your card this time or another, uh, just remember I'm not. I can't get to everybody. You can always come back another day, or you can also reach out and get your own personal reading. I have them from $10 all the way to 60. Let's see who I feel guided towards. Lizzie, I think I'm going to pull one for you. Let's see what we have. I feel for you, we have this card deck. All right, so you got two cards, Lizzie. Actually, three. All right, so Spirit is asking you, seek the divine angels. You want to support you. Now, I'm not a big fan of angels. What that really means is to connect within yourself. You don't need anything. You don't need any external being. You just need to connect to yourself. And Spirit's saying it's time for you to do a 30-day challenge to try to connect to yourself, to get to your guidance that you truly want, Lizzie. And someone with a heavy influence from your past life is with you, however that resonates with you. But Spirit's saying it's time for you to really go within and really start challenge yourself to go within, put a meditation practice or something else that helps you connect with self. And when you do, you're going to get some sort of a past life connection, communication with that. So I hope that helps you, and I hope that resonates, Lizzie. That was for you. And let me see who we have here. So I'm going to scroll up and down. Give me a few seconds, and then I might just do a yes or no. Pick a pile for everybody who's asking will, is with a yes or no answer. Uh, let's see who we have here. Tashini, yes, you can have a card. Let's see what we have here. And just remember, everybody, please only ask your question once. For you, Tashini, it's an awakening. Spirit is saying a realization, a shift, a discovery. It's you're going through some sort of a spiritual awakening. Expect more to come, and allow for whatever is going to come through. Let me know if that's making sense to you. And let's see what else we have here. Miss Gabby, and you're welcome, Tashini. Miss Gabby, Olivia. I'm going to give you a card, and then we're going to do a quick fun one for everybody because a lot of people that have some questions, and I'm going to do a pick a pile so everybody gets a chance to get a card, even if it's not the specific question, they'll be able to answer it themselves. And for you, Miss Gabby, is you need a social media detox. You've been spending way too much on the doom scrolling through TikTok, through Insta, through Twitch, whatever it is that you're doing. It's time for you to detox a little bit. Try some more healthier things to do. And we're gonna take a pause on questions, so please don't ask questions for a few minutes. We're gonna get a pick a pile set up for everybody here, so everybody gets a chance to get a card. Even if I can't get to you personally, this will allow you to actually get an answer and a card. So this is for everybody here who's been patiently waiting, and even the ones that haven't been patiently waiting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna allow you to get something here. So everybody, everybody gets a card. So please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And what we're going to do here is what we call pick a pile. So you're going to tune into your own intuition because everybody has intuition, whether you realize it or not. There's always a connection to yourself. You just have to allow that to happen. So we've got three cards. We have a green, we have a blue, and we have a yellow. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves, a question that gets a yes or no answer. All right. And you're going to then pick so everybody, I'm going to give you a few seconds to ask yourself, whatever it is that you need a yes or a no, will this happen? Will it not happen? And so ask that question in your head, and whatever pops in your mind first when you ask that question, green, yellow, or blue. All right, so we're going to count to 10. I'm going to have a sip of tea, and you guys are going to get your answers. And thank you, Liz. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who comes back, even the ones that ask the question a million times. Sooner or later, you figure out what the rules are. That's clearly put it on the screen, and you'll get a card. People who have had some, I've had a few people that have reached out and had some readings. We've had really wonderful experiences. I do the full reading over Zoom, so you get to answer and ask a lot of questions. So with that, let's look at our things. So for everybody who just joining, this is a pick a pile, green, yellow, or blue. Ask your question in your mind, and then pick your pile, green, yellow, or blue, and let's get to the answers. All right, so for those of you who have asked for the green pile, it's a yes. Trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire. So this is a big yes. If you've picked the yellow pile, it's a no. This bridge is frail, crossing is risky. So this is a big no. Spirit's giving you a big warning on this. It's not going to happen. Just release it. And for the blue pile, your answer is no. Deception in the dark, the truth is hidden. So you're being deceived and you will not get what you've asked a yes or no question for. So I hope this will have answered a lot of the wills and the won'ts and the yeses and the nos. These are all covered in this pile, whatever pile you chose. And so let's go in. Let's see what other questions we have for today, and let's see if we have some more answers. If anybody has a blockage or an issue that needs a light language healing, I feel that somebody here has come for that today. So if you do have an issue that requires a little light language, please let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll do a quick pause for that. But I just kind of have a feeling that somebody's here specifically for a healing. So let's see what we get in the comments, and then I'm going to scroll up and down. So Linny B, let's see what we have, a general reading for you. I'm just going to pull a tarot card, I feel, for you. And Judy's for real. I've said this 1,000 times, and I said it on this. Have it on the screen. Only ask a question once. Anybody who asks more than once, just not getting a card today. You could have answered that question in the pickle pile, but you're just too busy asking a question over and over again. It just never works for me. Uh, for you, sequel, I think, let me see, who was it that Lenny B it was. All right. So Lenny B, for you, there's a Knight of Cups coming in. And what is that? That's, your knight in shining armor, but that knight in shining armor is going to be, I'll give him medium speed. He's going to come in pretty good. He's going to have some issues, but this person is coming in for you. Uh, Romantic charm, imagination, beauty, right? So it's a Prince Charming, but it's not going to be quick moving. Quick moving, you'd have the Knight of Wands. That one's your wham bam, thank you, ma'am card. This one's no, this is a better one. Knight of Pentacles is your best knight, but this guy is pretty good too. So you're good. Just allow it to come in. Be patient. It's not going to come in on your time frame. Uh, let's see who else we have here. And so just bear with me. And so, Mary, like I told a lot of other people, I'm not a medium, so I can't really help you with that. Um, Sequel soliloquy. I like that name. That just rolls off my tongue here. So let's see what we have for you. I feel you're getting a tarot as well. And Frank, why are you so heartbroken? Let me know in the comments. And for you, uh, you have quite a few interesting cards that came out. So we have a lot of abundance is coming in for you. This is a victory card. This is a choice that's coming in that can be really abundant. But Spirit's saying that while all this abundance is coming in, make sure that you're not getting too smug, right? You see this guy, he's got his hands all covered up, folded, and he's got all these full cups, and he's kind of a little chunky too. And why is that? Because he's sitting in abundance and he's all smug about it. Spirit's saying, open your heart, make sure that you are not looking down upon people as your abundance comes in. I hope that makes sense for you, sequel. But it's a beautiful reading. And so Raz Zebra, you want to propose, but you just want to be sure. Well, you should be sure before you propose. And if you're asking about a card for that, that's just not good. You need to understand yourself and what you truly want, not what a card is going to tell you. Because if you make a proposal based on a card and your fiance finds that, she will not be happy. And so, Judy's, you got to read. It says it right clearly on the screen, right above my head. I'll ask question only once. So come back another day. I'd be happy to answer questions, or you can do a paid reading. But for today, you've been discounted out. There's ignorance is not an excuse here because I say it too many times. Um, so let's see who else we have here. Um, Yeah, it is fascinating. I giggle at myself sometimes. All right, let's see what we have. Who else is going on here? Um, so, Cocoon, what do you need to know from the universe? Let's see what the universe wants to tell you. And I feel you're getting a fox in the box. This is one of my favorite little decks, the fox in a box. It's a very inspiring deck. And I feel you're getting a card from there. So, Cocoon. Let's see what's going on. Let's see when you turn into that butterfly. And for Cocoon, Spirit is saying, nurture your dreams, tend to your dreams as you would a garden with love and attention and watch them flourish. So Spirit's saying your dreams are coming in. Just make sure that you're always being positive about it and know that your dream is coming in. I hope that helps you. And undercover therapist. Just love that name. You're going to get a card just because of the name. And for you, it's time for you to meditate. You're a therapist. You should know this. Meditation is what Spirit's telling for you. And Raz Zebra, you're curious what the cards say. I'm going to pull you a love card and let's see what's going on. Feel you're going to get situations here. least you're honest. So let's go from there. Too many cards, Spirit. And Spirit is telling you reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So somebody's reflecting about it. Give me some more information on this, Spirit. So your person is probably reflecting as well and indecisive, right? And this is your energy. You got to get out of that indecisive energy. You just got to pull the trigger or don't, but make sure you know what you want. And that's for you, Raz Zebra. And thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate what you're saying, and I am going to pull you a card as well. I feel a love card for you. I don't know why. They're in my hands, and I'm shuffling them, and they're saying your attention. So you're sabotaging yourself, Chrissy. Why is that? And person that you sabotaged last, kind of either you're reminiscing about that person and you know you sabotaged it, or the other way around, you sabotaged it and this person is reminiscing about you. Uh, Perhaps you need to go deep within. I have a lot of healing on that sabotage. Stop sabotaging yourself. It's usually self-love. Work on that. I hope that makes sense for you. And Chantel Snell, have you actually awakened? And I'll talk about this a little bit, right? Uh, Many people think they've awakened, but unless they're connecting to self, then they know they truly haven't awakened. And if you're connecting to yourself daily, if you're getting information, healing from yourself, then yes, you've connected to yourself. And even if you haven't, it doesn't mean you're not partially awakened. It just means it's now time for you to truly awaken and get out of the illusion. And most of the illusion is a lot of basic spirituality. It's meant to keep you stuck. They run a program once you start awakening. They start bringing in angels and guides and all sorts of stuff to distract you, and you want to get out of that energy, and you just want to start connecting to self because you'll get all the answers you want from there. And that way, once you've healed yourself, you can get out of this world, which is with your body intact. Not It's not about dying. It's actually about connecting to self. And let's see who else we have here. Let's see. And you're welcome, Cocoon. So let me see who I have here. Give me a second. I'm just going to start rolling up and down the line here a little bit. I got a lot of people. I didn't answer a lot of people, so I am going to find somebody I feel called for. Um, what do they want to tell me? That's a good one, Cindy. Let's see what the universe does want to tell you. I feel for you, it's a situation card. And Frank, it sounds like you need a little bit of a healing. Go over to my the Silver Fox Spiritual and work on some self-love. I think you need to really find that self-love within yourself. Card's not going to help you. It's really you need to heal. You need healing. Um, so for you, Cindy, the universe is saying uh, wisdom cube, right? Soon to face a choice. Uh, Regarded as solving a multifaceted cube, exploring from all angles. So Spirit's saying that there's going to be a choice coming in from you. You need to really dig in deep and look at it like you were solving a Rubik's Cube. Look at every angle. And as you look at those angles, then you're going to find the answer within, but only once you actually do the work and actually investigate a little bit. I hope that makes sense for you, Symbolist. That's a very specific card. And hi, Triple Destiny. It's good to see you again. Let's see. And thank you, Mary McNally. I appreciate that. And Darlene Burke. Let's make sure you haven't asked a zillion times. And if you haven't, I am going to. It doesn't look like you have. So I am going to answer you with a card. So this is Darlene. I feel an energy card for you. And for you, it's We've got a lot of envy going on, whether you're envious of somebody or they're envious of you. What you need is you need to be in the space of love. You need to allow that love to come in, that angel of love to fill you around with a frequency of love. And so, what you need to do is just imagine that there is a big cocoon around you and fill it up with the golden energy of frequency of love and help move that energy out. You don't want to be in this energy, you need to heal it. And let's see what else we have. And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. For those of you who have just joined, just like it says up at the top, only ask your question once. Anybody who asks more than once and I catch them, I will not answer it at all. You can come back another day, but I don't answer questions from people who are not polite and are not patient. Um, so, Genre Studio, I can give you an energy card, but if you really if you could use a real reading, reach out. Tomorrow's my day to do full readings. It may be worth it. Let's see what's going on in your energy, spirit. What do we have with Genre Studio? So for you, it's about safety. Your problem is you don't feel safe. See that? That's more Archangel Michael right there. I'm not a big fan of the angels, but the cards are telling you what's wrong here. You feel very insecure, unsafe. You need to find safety. You need to find grounding. You might need a reading and possibly a healing to clear that out because whatever is not making you feel safe, you need to dig in deep and you need to heal that before you can feel safe. I hope that helps you. Let me know in the comments. And if you are thinking about a reading or a healing, you can reach out at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. I have a whole bunch of different ones out there. They range from $10 to $60. And Thursdays and Sundays are when I do my full ones, which I do. It's about 35 minutes on Zoom, the full reading. And we do a little bit of light language healing with it, whatever we discover in the energies that need to be pulled, and at the same time you're able to ask questions as we do the reading. So with that, and the light language is about, if you wanted a full one of those, it's about a 7 to 15 minute light language healing with codes specifically just for you. And I generally will pull one or two cards from your higher self as to what's needed in the now moment. All right, so let's see what we have here. Let me see who else I get pulled towards. So let's see who we have here. Frankie Steven. Let's get you an energy card since I have the deck out. And for you, you need some patience. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to manifest, Spirit's saying, if you don't have patience, you're just going to keep pushing it away. The more you're trying to control it, the worse it's going to get. And so get yourself out of that space and get yourself into some patience. And let's see who else we have here. Katrina. Let's get you a card. I feel this card is for you. And Dina, you're unsure of what you want to do for work. I'm going to see if I can find my money deck. And sometimes it has clues as to what will possibly resonate with your energy. So open up. And this is for Katrina. It's time for you to open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another person. Right now, you've got like a cage around your heart, and you need to kind of break that cage. You need to allow yourself to be vulnerable. For you, it's heart healing. Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube is my channel. Look for this icon here. There I have a lot of heart healings. I think you need to go there and go there ASAP. I just feel it in my heart. It is for free, and if you find that it helps you, come back for a paid healing. And let's see who else we have here. Dina, I'm going to see if I can find my money cards. I have one that does help with questions around profession. Just bear with me while I look for that deck. And for all the rest of you, just making sure that you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. And if you are looking for something deeper, I do readings. They are paid. I do light language healings. Let's see if I can find that deck. That deck hides on me a lot. I found it. All right. Just way too many decks. So Dina, let's see what we have here. So I'm going to probably only be on for about another 10 minutes. So I'm not going to get too many cards in, but just make sure you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. And for you, Dina, Spirit is saying you'll never get ahead if you are stuck on perfectionism. And so this is why you're having issues with work. You've got to kind of release that whole piece around perfectionism and just allow yourself to just be without criticizing yourself. And that's generally what perfectionism is. Everybody wants everything perfect. And so nothing ever gets done. Why does it never get done? Because nothing is ever perfect. Life is messy. Spirit's saying it's time for you to release that program, get out of it. And Frank, who's spamming? I don't see any spam out here. Uh, and let me see who else is here. And if anybody is out here, we have another one of these message queues. We're just going to block that account. I always get them because people always trying to glom in on something that is not theirs. Those are people that um, are trying to scam you. Please don't ever take anybody who's scamming because scammers, they're only going to take your money. You're not going to get a value out of it. Uh, Always use your discernment. And let's see who else I feel. There's going to only be a couple more cards here. Fatuma Jama, for some reason or another, I feel there's a card for you. And I don't know why, but I feel that there's a love card for you. Something going on within you and your love. And Spirit is saying, uh, you feel like a part of you is missing and there's confusion around you. You're whole in yourself. You need to find self love. When you see these two, this confusion and illusion, Fatuma, it's time for you to start finding some love within yourself. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual, and that's over on YouTube. I have a lot of healings on self love, the last two or three. And Teresa Peters Fox. Anybody with Fox in their name gets a card, and you are going to get the Foxes. So let's see what the Foxes want to say to you. Teresa Peters Fox. Just make sure you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing if you have gotten a reading. And Foxes, what do we have for her? And the Foxes are saying, seek joy and simplicity. Find the joy and simplicity of a dewdrop in the warmth of the morning sun. It's the simple things that hold the deepest magic. I'm going to hold this one up. It's a beautiful card. And that's for you, Teresa Peters Fox. Okay. And let's see what we have here. And we have some more spammers. I don't know what's up with these spammers. It's just I blocked her already. So let's see who else we have here. So bear with me. Card for healing. So Tessilima, what's the healing that you're looking for? Can you please put it in there? Um, is it a physical issue? Tell me what's going on because I felt somebody needs a healing today. Um, and I'm only going to probably do one more card or healing. So please just make sure that you're liking, following, sharing, subscribing. Um, Relationships successfully. All right. So for you, that I'm not going to do a light language for that. I'm just going to give you why you're not having a relationship, Spirit. What is that? And this is a reading that almost everybody on this live should get. And why? Because you need to know what it is that you're doing to block yourself within love. And, everybody creates their own reality. And so anything that's going wrong in your life or right in your life is done by you. So you have to figure out why you're not allowing good things in your life and then heal it. For you, Tasilma, this is usually a $10 read. It'll be a little bit more than one or two cards, but this is what almost everybody should get. It's the cheapest reading I have. It's called What's Blocking You in Love. And for you, Tasilma, the first thing that's blocking you is eye candy. You're probably going for the bad boy, the bad girl. You know that person's not right for you, but you're chasing it anyway. And then you come back thinking you're a victim because why? You chased something that you knew wasn't good. but now you're going to claim victim because you knew already where it was going from the start. You saw this person as player, but then the player played you, and now you're a victim, right? But who's the victim? Really, you chose this, right? You chose. And Spirit's saying at the end of the day, a lot of times you're settling, right? So when this happens and this happens, then you go to settle. You don't want to settle. What you want to find the right energy. And the right energy is about somebody, usually it's your best friend. Usually it's that person that you put on the sidelines and made them put them in the friend zone. Why'd you put them in the friend zone? Because they didn't have that excitement. And what is that excitement? It's trauma, right? It's that feeling in your belly. And what is that feeling in your belly? That feeling in your belly is fear and anxiety because they got you upside down, left and right, because you don't know where they're turning. Do you want to be with somebody that does that to you every day, or do you want to be somebody who actually treats you right, who actually respects you, who actually talks to you, who actually listens to you, and is always on your side and there to support? So you got to get out of this, right? Because this is what's happening. Because this is the hamster wheel of karma, and you're running in that hamster wheel of karma over and over and over again, and you're expecting a different result. It's time for you to heal. And why are you allowing this to happen is because you don't either want a commitment secretly, or you have a lot of abandonment, inner child and trauma issues, and you need to fix that. A lot of healings over at my Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube. They're all for free. If you find that they're helpful, then you come and get a paid one, right? And so with that, that is your reading. Let me know if I was even close on this one. I think I'm dead on this one. I feel the energy. Um, so, uh, Mystery, what kind of readings? I do all kinds of readings about just about everything except for health. I won't do health or death because I don't want any programs happening where you create what you don't want to create. I do things with a healing, so I look at energies. I don't look at, telling you a silly story that just never comes true. You can see a lot of some of the readings I do up in my uh, profile. You'll see them out there. They'll give you a good sample of what my reading style is. It's always about the energy around you. We always put your energies in the middle, and then we start pulling around. I allow on the full readings questions to be answered, so it's interactive. It's via Zoom, and it's around 30 minutes. And generally, I'm going to pull down some light language healing to help you in the areas that we identify where you need help. I'm a very different reader than ones that you've probably seen. But all the information is up in my pinned comments and my price lists and services, and PayPal, Venmo. Those are my two main ways that you can pay for a reading. Thursdays and Sundays are the two best days because those are my two free days generally. And so if you're looking at a full reading, you want something right away, tomorrow's a great day for it. Just send me a DM or send me an email at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. And Betso, I'm going to answer this uh, before I close out here. So I generally close out in about an hour. How does one unblock negativity in life that tries to be positive? You know what? The negativity always prevails, and you know why? Because there's aspects of yourself, right? Because you're whenever negativity comes in or anything bad comes in, you're actually creating it yourself. And why are you creating it yourself? Because of trauma in this life, past life, whatever. And so what you need to do is you need to heal, right? And the only way to heal is to connect to self and keep on connecting to self over and over again. And as you connect to self, many aspects of you that are happy in their trauma, they're in their dark aspects, don't want you to heal. And so they're going to keep on bringing these negative experiences in. And it takes time to heal. It's not a one and done, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. This could take years. But not many people want to uh, get in that deep to do the healing. So it's hard, but it can be done and it takes time and it's always going to be an up and a down. It's a place where there's always peaks and then there's valleys because once you clear one trauma, the next layer of trauma, because you've got billions and billions of lifetimes of trauma, and it's just it's a lifelong process. I hope that answers it for you. For everybody else, I'm not reading any more cards today. I appreciate everybody for coming in. If you need an answer right away, tomorrow's the best day to do it because that's my day. I can do full readings and even the mini readings I can do. They're fast turnaround time. All my prices are up in the pinned comments in my profile. There's a big pinned comment there that has everything. You can DM me, reach me via email. I'll give you the price list. And with that, just make sure your notifications are on because I do my lives at that time. And Mystery, tomorrow it's going to be, I may do a live or two, one or two tomorrow with the one card questions, but if you want a full reading perspective, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, Pennsylvania. So anytime during the day, up until the evening till about like 4 o'clock or so on Fridays. I can do some readings, or I'm sorry, on Thursdays, I can do some readings. So if you're interested in one, reach out to me tonight and we could schedule it, send you a Zoom invite. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next reading. Always come out and do one cards, but a lot of people, one card's not going to answer your question. It's not going to help you figure out what you're going to heal. You're going to just need to, you need to dig deep. And with that, thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all you have sent me little roses and gifts. I appreciate it. I don't require it. I just require the like, follow, share, and subscribe. To me, that's the valuable thing. And if anybody's interested in maybe winning a live reading or a live light language healing, if you do subscribe to my uh, Facebook group, it's called Silver Fox Healing. There's two of them out there. One's a private group, one's a public one. Go to the public one. It's my business group. I want to get 100 people there so I can actually start doing lives there. And once I get to 100, I'm going to pick, a random person in that 100 subscribers to get a chance, or I won't even say a chance, who will get a full reading or a full light language healing at no charge. So you get a 1 in 100 chance because I'm going to pull it as soon as I hit to 100. So anybody who does go over to my Facebook page and subscribe to the business side, you will get it. You'll see it right away. There's only two groups that have this logo, and just go to the one that's a public one. All right. And with that, I thank everybody. I appreciate you all. And we'll see you at the next reading. And have a wonderful evening.